Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Tuesday, a freak show of a day. Anyway, yeah. Tuesday, April 12th, 2022. I'm laughing. I'm laughing again. Look, you could either choose to laugh or cry in this thing that we are in right now. I choose to laugh, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about what happened today, what we heard, what we keep on hearing, a whole bunch of things. So earlier today, as we all know, I mean, it's everywhere, we got another incredibly horrid, vomitous, you know how much I love that word, report on inflation. You know, look, you and me, we knew this was coming, and it's not going to stop. Despite what we're hearing today, across the freaking spectrum of, propaganda ministries. Oh yeah, inflation is peaking. It's peaking now. No. Where on this earth or off this earth do they come up with this garbage that they want us to drink? Buckets of shit that they want us, come on. Where? Really, someone out here explain to me where they pulled this shit from, literally. I think they have it already, ready to go. And they say, okay, we're going to get this abysmal report, but this is what we're going to fist feed everyone. It's, it's peaking now. In other words, it's going to start getting better. Really? No. In no way, shape, or form is that going to happen. And again, if you were to turn on the propaganda ministries, they talk about the Federal Reserve as if they really want to do something about inflation, as if they're really going to aggressively raise rates and stop buying assets. And they're delusional, or they're being paid to say it. All right. We even heard from the Fed today, Brainerd today, the blonde bombshell she thinks she is. The Federal Reserve's top task is to bring down inflation. Really? Where was her in her ugly fat mouth when inflation ripped past their 2% target? Now we're at 8.5%. Where was she then? Oh no, now they're serious? You buying it? Any of you out here buying it? I don't think so. But it really does get this guy aggravated. Talking about economic news, here's another piece that we got today. U.S. small business sentiment is cratering because small business owners are saying the skyrocketing cost of supplies is hurting their businesses and it's hurting their customers. Duh. Look, meanwhile, Wall Street, despite the fact that this market made an incredible reversal from being higher across the board to lower, is still not too high from a new record. I mean, that's what happened. This morning, this market was off to the races. Off to the races with green across the board. Everyone was happy. Wasn't everyone happy? And then Putin comes out with, okay, everyone, guess what? Russia is not going to stop attacking until they reach their goals. And that's, look, all the back and forth dog shit narrative about talks going on, talks stopping, going on and stopping. Does that sound familiar? I mean, that whole thing went on for basically President Trump's entire presidency when he was talking about China. Oh yeah, talks are on. The deal's back on. Oh no, not really. Yeah, it's on again. No. You remember the market? The yo-yo. Talks are on again. No. Make it up. Look, it's the same scenario. Whether it's that dog shit thing or this dog shit thing, or whatever it might be. So anyway, they're gonna prolong this, that. So that's what spooked the market after the market was in rally mode after abysmal economic news today. That's not gonna stop, and I think you are all very, very well aware of this. Now, let's go back to the market. I have a few other things I want to cover. So, what did we see? Once, Vladimir Poo-Poo over there opened his pie hole, dollar started to get stronger, stocks started to sell off, crude oil, boom, like 7% higher today alone. Make it up. Make any of this stuff up, people. 10-year yield about 2.72 did come down just a little bit. I'm not, maybe it was a slight fear trade, possibly a little safety trade, fear trade going on here. All right, look. But the story is what it is. We got cryptocurrencies today, which were higher, and then, came down again, still around 40,000 for Bitcoin, going much higher. You got gold and silver catching very nice bids today. Look, the story is really very easy to understand. I think we are on the same page here with the propaganda, the distractions, the dog shit, and everything else associated with it. Anyway, let's talk about a couple of lovely warnings that we got today. Oh yeah, 2 major Wall Street banks with new warnings, brand new ones. Okay, so Goldman Sachs is warning on the U.S. economy, saying to expect inflation to remain elevated and consumers to get hurt. Okay, how about this one? Bank of America is also the same kind of narrative, warning of deteriorating economic conditions. But no, we're booming. You know that our economy is so strong and everyone is rich. Meanwhile, people cannot even keep minimum balances in their savings and checking accounts, and they're getting fees flung at them. Look, people, we are in the middle of an epic thing, an entire wipeout, as you have been well made aware of right here on this blog. And I am still waiting. I'm still waiting for members of the middle class to start rioting or start speaking out very loudly. They won't do it. Again, they're literally the boiling frogs, and they're letting themselves get steamrolled by this machine that will demand of them more support for wars, for whatever else comes down the pike. We're throwing billions and billions and billions of dollars at Ukraine, tens of billions of dollars, and this is just the beginning. All this is really doing is keeping the debt-based economic model afloat. It's being sucked right out of everybody, and that's just the mechanism here. You all very, very well aware of it. Look, the attack on the middle class is really probably in its final stages here, but they're not done. They're going to keep pressing and pressing and pressing until they're all gone. And when, in fact, the middle class is gone, and we have, the overlords and the servants, the slaves underneath it all, that's when this whole thing is going to become very, very real to a lot of people, when eventually we are going to get that blowout in the debt market, according to the European Central Bank, that I've been telling you is going to happen for like over a decade. I've been explaining to people this is going to happen. It is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb. It's ticking louder and louder every single day. But more mechanisms are going to be used and utilized and twisted and forced upon the people of the world to support it, to keep the debt-based economic model running. If that means, like I always say, they got to spill human guts and blood on every corner of the world, that's exactly what they're going to do. Anyway, let's move forward a little bit. So, tomorrow, actually starting tomorrow, we're going to hear from the banks, all right? We're going to get earnings from the banks. And we're going to find out, finally, if I've really gotten this wrong, which is a distinct possibility, everyone. I have been a big advocate here of buying banks for quite a while. They have not done well, quite obviously. And starting with earnings tomorrow, JP Morgan, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of other banks over the next couple of weeks. We'll see where this goes. All right. Oil and gas companies have done phenomenal. ExxonMobil, CVX, DVN, they're doing great. Obviously, you've got defense contractors that are doing fantastic here. Tech has obviously underperformed. Anyway, look. Let them throw what they want at us. We will just adjust accordingly. And I still believe sincerely, as I'm sure you do too, that no matter what they say, no matter what the Fed is trying to shove down our throats, like with Brainerd today, that the top task of the Fed is to bring inflation down. Well, the polar opposite is true, and I think you are more than well aware of that. All right, people, look, so that's it. I don't know what else to say today. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show, I guess. But I really hope you're taking action. What are you doing about all this? I at least hope you're betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank. They're not going to stop inflating, okay? They're not going to stop suppressing rates. Global debt is going to double from here very rapidly. So you got to at least be on the opposite side of that. Most of you have been with me for a very long time, and I'd be willing to bet that most of you have been stacking gold, more specifically physical silver, which is my favorite asset of all time. And taking advantage of everything that you can that comes your way. We can't allow the system to destroy us. We really can't. All right, look, people, with that said, I'm going to end this video. Love you a lot. Please share it. Get it out there. And let me know what you think. I promise to read the comments. See you in the morning.